All right, y'all know what time it is, man. We are back in the saddle, the LockerMates, coming back for another episode, man. And this time, y'all see TG. He done went ahead and got clean on us, ladies and gents. He is clean. Yo, you never cease to amaze me, man. I'm
Lock,
expecting, like last week, my dog said, "No, I didn't learn from that situation. I
yeah.
take coaching. I don't repeat mistakes. I'm here.
Locker, man, I'm a pro, man. You know.
Let's
Come
go,
on.
bro. Let's
Don't get
go."
beat on the wheel route twice. I had to. Come on, you already know. You already know. You already
Hey, it
know.
be like that, bro. You know it be like that, man. Hey, but that's why we connect though, bro. That's why we connect. So appreciate you as always, man. And this is just the start of this thing, man. Because this how we get it thing going. When we talk about in the season, man, we reacting to some of the stuff we're gonna be reacting to as well, man. So definitely appreciate you taking some time with me, man, to rock this thing out. But now it's time. We got to talk some of these mock drafts.
Yeah.
And today we starting with the homie Jacob Ramirez, man, because he listened. Last time when you got off, you said something before we got done. You said, yo,
Yeah.
stop sending mocks without WU
Without a
plays.
West B guy. Without an almost heaven guy.
All I'm saying is Jacob, he took that coaching. Jacob
Yeah.
said, I say less. I got you. So with that being the case, we're going to start with his mock draft.
I mean,
And to
he got
start it
good.
off, man, absolutely. I knew you would let us lead.
He got a good one. He knows something. He knows
So in the
right.
first round, 17th overall, he went with Broderick Jones, the tackle out of Georgia. At 32 overall, he went with Mozzie Smith, the interior D lineman from Michigan. At 52, the second of the second round picks went with Deion Henley, the off-ball LB from
The
Washington
free.
State.
The free.
Then from there, he pulled a trade move. So obviously, we said at 52 because he traded the 49th overall pick to the Seattle Seahawks, TG's second team. That's his mystery team. You know how he felt about the Seahawks, but he ultimately traded the 49th to the Seahawks and got in return the 52nd, 123rd, which is the fourth round, and then a fifth round to 151. So got a little bit of movement in here. But then from there, third round, he went with the corner from TCU, Travius Hodges Tomlinson. Then at 120, Jair Brown, the safety out of Penn State. Then at 123, Andrew Voorhees, the guard out of USC. At 151 in the fifth round, out of West Virginia University, almost heaven.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes Bryce Ford Wheaton, the wide
Yeah.
receiver over there. Then at 234 in the seventh round, went with Jaron Hall out of BYU. And then to finish this mock, he went at 241, Brenton Strange, the tight end out of Penn State.
Okay. Nice. Good pick.
I like how before we even taste, like, oh, it's nice. It's nice.
Nice.
Of course it's nice.
Nice. It's nice. Good picks. Good pick. I see you. I see the West V in there almost heavy.
He said, yeah, this is the best fifth round pick ever. He loves it
Bro,
already, guys. He loves it.
didn't you call out the fifth round pick? You announced that before, didn't you?
I'm just saying, like, I will announce a pick on occasion, but Bryce,
Big,
that
big
you
pick.
want to start with Bryce? I feel like you want to talk Bryce to start. He's like, yo, I don't care about the first rounder. I don't care about the second,
You know, I
third,
gotta
or the
talk
trade
that
that we made.
linebacker that he picked. I gotta talk that backer he picked.
Okay,
Let's
okay,
see.
okay.
Let's see
Well,
what he
you
trying to do
you
with that.
you tell me where you want to start there, man. All right.
Man,
Hey, me house as your house. All right. How
I
you
feel it.
feeling?
I feel it. I mean, he went Broderick first pick. Big
Yeah.
tackle out of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia got left tackle. It seemed like that tackle position is a position people are talking about. I don't think they'll go tackle first. I don't think
You
that's
say you
where they'll.
don't think they will?
I don't think they'll start the day at tackle. I still don't. I'm interested. I really think they'll go defense to start the day. I really do.
Yeah.
I think they'll start the day defensively. I really do. I feel like they're gonna start the day defensively and come back
For
tackle.
me, if
Mm.
Peasy is sitting there or one of those corners is sitting there at 17, I think they do start with defense. But man, I don't know. When you hear the rumors about how they were trying to get Orlando Brown, who just signed in Cincy, 14 mil per year, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, you don't get in those type of combos unless you really trying to get you a left tackle. You really trying to upgrade your offensive line. And that's the only reason for me why I'm still stuck. I'm like, everything says defense because it's the Steelers. We know take a linebacker when in doubt. But I think this time it's a little bit different just because of that part right there, though.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. And once again, the whole thing is they did pick that in the first round last year. So the
They
whole thing
did.
is
Yeah.
protecting everything that they pick.
Yeah.
So they do go tackle. I think this is a good physical tackle. So big boy,
Oh,
strong,
facts.
can move, knows how to win.
SEC, man.
SEC comes from a two-time national champion program
Yeah.
back then. So he knows how to win. He knows, in a sense, he'll be a mature person. So I
Yeah.
think that's a good pick right there if it is tackle. But I think they'll go defense to start today. I really do.
Okay. Okay. Well, you say, if Peasy Jr. is on the board, I think we all gonna be like, yo, it's him. It's gotta be him.
I
We're
think the
not gonna
pick goes in
overthink it. It's
quick
gotta
too.
be him.
I think it goes in quick too. We're not gonna sit there and wait on it.
I heard the boy say,
Ding
hey,
ding.
12 minutes left on the pick. Hey, we already got the pick in. Don't worry about it, man.
Cool. We
Don't
don't need
waste no
all.
time.
We're ready. We're ready. We were
Let's
ready.
go.
We were ready before it started. We're ready.
Let's go. Let's go. Now, can we talk some of these backers though, bro? Because obviously Mozzie Smith, and I like Mozzie's game. I personally think Mozzie is more of, that 3 tech and a 4-3 type defense versus him standing up playing outside linebacker for us. But when I think of Dayon, I'm like, that's the one that's kind of intriguing to me in terms of him fitting our defense. But I want to hear from you, man, in terms of how you feel about him. He got a lot of type. People talk about him a lot. They like him, man.
Deion's pretty. He's beautiful in terms of like looking linebacker. That's a good looking linebacker. Like tall.
It looks exactly like what you want.
DK Metcalf at the linebacker position. It looks the part. I think he was watching people at the senior day. He looked the part. He can run. He can run.
Well, ran 4.5, man. Yeah.
He can run though, but I think he plays faster than he looks.
Mm-hmm.
There was a play last year they always showed. He ran down as a 3-by-1. He was at the mic and he ran down a swing. That's impressive. That means you can run, play fast. I think he's still a little bit. He's not the smoothest to me. He can cover pretty well, but he's not the smoothest to me. So I'd like to see him on tight ends a little bit, how he would cover. I think he's a good blitz guy. I think he's a good pick. I would like him. I like him. I like him as a player. I think he's a good player. West Coast guy, Washington State guy. So he played in them Pac-12s where you've seen a lot of different spread offenses, So I think I don't know. I like him. I like him. I like his
The thing
game.
I like though is he has all the athleticism, but he still has a little bit of that physicality about his game too. And that's that like give and take that I want to see with the guy like that. But what I ask you in this sense is, how do you think he fits in our defense though?
Yeah.
Because obviously you think of, what we already have here, which you got your Cole Holcombs and your Landon Roberts. How does he pair with either of those though?
I think he's like, honestly, and this might come off crazy, I think he's that Fred Warner's type, that new era that can run, that's physical.
Okay.
But it sounds crazy. I don't know if he's. I like him. I like him. I don't see. I like him. I don't love him. I like him. I don't love him.
So he's rangy enough, productive enough, but not necessarily that elite trait. Is that what it sounded like?
I just don't feel. I would be interested to see him, how he finds the ball.
Okay.
He's always kind of been in that position, like he's like the Mike, but it's outside the box. In that, like
it's different. It's almost like an apex. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lot in apex, covered up a lot. You watch him play,
which is different in terms of how you see it too, man. When you're in that apex versus when you're in that box.
When you see that guard in front of you, it's different.
Hey, bro, said that guard sitting there.
You see that guard right in front of you, and you kind of like,
he uncovered, he coming up.
Yeah, he might chip that zero, but it's me and him. I got to get to the ball.
Yeah,
so it's different. He plays a little bit high to me. I think he just plays. He's got that West Coast game. He's got that. I'd like to see him in San Fran. I'd like to see him in San Fran. Yeah. I'd like to see him in, and I know, the game's the game, but I'd love to see him in Kansas City.
You feel like there. I like him in Philly. I'm like, man, give you a D-line that's aggressive where you're able to just be that athlete in space. I love him in those. My concern is in our defense. He's not always going to have that type of luxury. He's going to have to touch some of them dudes.
You got to eat for yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I think that could be a little bit of a challenge for him.
Yeah, I think so. In a sense, our defense, you have to protect your gap. You know, you see a lot like Cam makes a lot of TFLs, TJ makes a
Mm-hmm.
lot of TFLs. You know, you see that because they eat their gap. But with them eating their gap, that means them linemen is climbing. You see it? So that's when we say, since eat for yourself, he got to eat for himself. Hat in hands, get off of people, get to the ball still. And it's a little bit like, I don't know that he's that guy.
Doing that. Yeah.
Even though he is very physical, special, he's blessed with that. I just don't know if, you know, he has to learn in a sense. I'd like to see. It's just interesting. I don't know if that's the best fit. It's not the best marriage.
Yeah. Because the weird thing is this, athletically, I feel like he is super gifted. But if I'm picking between him and, say, a Jack Campbell, I think a Jack will probably fit this defense a little bit better just because of the physicality and what we're talking about, being able to take on them guards like that, man. Whereas with Dayon, way better athlete. But like you said, I just think he needs to be in almost like a 4-3. I feel like, man, he'll be perfect in something like that. Yeah.
I don't think they're looking for that guy, though. I think they're looking for a total speed guy at the position.
Oh, yeah, like athlete in space, yeah.
I think they brought in the thumpers. They've brought in the fences, per se. They've brought those in. You know, even they brought in a little bit of it can do both. But they're looking for that speed.
The athlete, yeah.
I can stay in this and he can walk out and cover two.
Yes.
I can blitz
which
out of
we
this.
know. We know.
Different.
Hey, that is not all. That creates some serious situations if you ain't got the personnel for that, man.
You don't got the person for that. It's different. It's different. Or I can really blitz this. So I think they're still looking for more of that athlete a little bit different, different animal.
Now, moving forward in this pick or in this mock right here from Jacob, he also went corner, but he waited to the third round to do that. Travius Hodges Tomlinson. Now you a Pac-12 dude, right? Or excuse me, not Pac-12. You a Big 12 guy. Big 12 guy. Let me not disrespect Big 12. You done seen this? Can I get that Big 12? Can I get that big? I want to hear from you though.
They went to the Natty out of the Big 12. Show respect though. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. The Big 12 play tough.
You know, I forgot how that Natty went. My bad, bro. My bad. I forgot.
It got wild, but you know, they went. So what I'm saying is,
it got wild.
We knew it was gonna get wild. They had such a dog fight to get there all year. They had to see a dog all year.
Facts. In their semis, they got off in the semis, but that was a game for them too. So yeah.
Man, them boys play man to man. He a man to man corner. He played man to man. He was
he do though.
He was real sticky in the semifinals. He's a good player. He's a real good player. Yeah. He's a cover corner. You know, he's not. I don't know that he's the most physical corner, but he's definitely a cover corner. You know. So
my question was this: is he an outside corner or is he a slot?
See, I think he's a nickel. I think he'd be a real good nickel.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Nickel. Real sticky. You can cover you real sticky. You know?
Because, see, I like him a lot if you're moving him inside. I don't know if I like him as much keeping him outside. I think he could cover well, but the physicality, and he doesn't like he's the biggest dude out there either. And that's the part for me where I'm like, I want to bump that inside, let him be my slot, especially when I look at the roster right now. I think Arthur Milet, Trey Norwood are the main, like, slot guys. So you definitely want to look to see, all right, if I can get something that's a little bit more athletic in terms of the coverage, and Travis could definitely bring that.
I think they're different person types. I think dog, like in a sense.
Yeah.
Like he was more of a teamer, but he plays a lot on
he's Mike Hilton. He gives me the Mike Hilton vibes. Travius gives me the Cam Sutton vibes. One's a cover guy, one's the physical run stopper blitzer. Absolutely.
I agree with that completely. So it's kind of what do you want in there? If you're looking for that 3-corner look, I think that's what you want right there. That's nice. You know, I think he can kick outside. He's not the biggest, but I think he's plenty big enough. I think he's going to be a real good player in the league. He's sticky.
Yeah,
he's sticky.
I like his game.
Yeah,
I definitely like his game, man.
And he was in that Big 12. It's tough in that Big 12. Come on, that Big 12. You got it like that.
Toughest conference behind the SEC, right?
Come on, man. You know.
Let's go. Hey, man, I put respect on it, man. It's all good, man. Yo. I like the 2 4th-round picks here, man. Giving me some safety depth. Now, granted, we did just sign Keanu Neal. So, to me, the Jair Brown pickup is cool, but knowing that we got Keanu, I'm not tripping on the Jair Brown pickup.
Big safety.
But to me, in terms of Jair Brown, right? But what's the difference between what he's bringing to the table and what Keanu is bringing to the table?
Yeah, but I think he bring what you kind of could say you losing Edmonds. You know, he bring a big safety type energy. Something that you can bring in there. You can have a drop down in coverage and maybe help in the sense of underneath.
Yeah.
And he's shown he can catch the ball. I think he had a couple pick sixes and shit.
Nah, but he got some physicality. I like him. He definitely got some physicality to his game.
I think Penn State guy, Penn State guy. I think it's a good pick at that spot. I think if you get it right there, it's not a bad spot to go safety. And I think if you're looking for that type of safety, you replace it. So I think he'll help on the teams. Down on kickoffs, be on punt. He'll be a teamer in a sense, helping with that. I think that's not a good. That's not a bad pick.
Okay. Another guard in terms of Andrew Voorhees. Now, Andrew Voorhees, the player, I like his game, man. Good in terms of moving people. Run game, I definitely like him a lot more there than the pass game, but still good, man. Predominantly at left guard. I just feel like we don't need a guard right now because we just went and signed with, let's see. I'm about to say, bro, Hey, TG, if you play guard, they be calling you. If I play guard, they call me up, bro. Like, that's the move they're doing right now. So I don't think we need another guard. So nothing against you, Andrew, but we just don't feel like we need you right now, baby. All right?
Playground pick. What are you getting a fourth? That's not.
Fourth, you see what I mean? Like,
bring him in.
We still got Dotson right now. We trying to figure out what we can do with him.
See, I think now you go more tackle again.
Yes.
Now it's tackle.
Yes. I'm with you there.
Yeah, I'm like, you might see another. Even if you went tackle early, you might see another.
You still give me something here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think now.
I'm definitely with you on that one, bro. Yeah. Definitely with you on that one. Yeah. Now time for the pick that made this mock draft elite.
I hope you announce it. Do we got some insider where we know you're announcing this?
If they want my services to announce this pick, you will be the first person to know, TG. I will FaceTime you as I'm walking up to make the announcement. Like, yo, T, it's about to happen, bro. Just know, okay?
This is really not.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, hey, you called it. That's what I'm saying. Yo, you called it, bro. All right.
It's on.
But how you feel about big speed over here, man? Big Bryce Ford Wheaton, man.
Agent Zero, that's a monster. Big guy, big, fast, you know, strong, physical, good hands. Good player. I think you get him at that spot, he might be a gem, So I like him. I like what he's gonna be in the pros. I think he's good. He's smooth. He's physical. He's a mountaineer, so he's a dog. What do you want? He'll block.
Well, no, I'm with you though, bro. Like when you watch him, man, I like his size, man. I think that's the one thing that stands out. And when he gets the ball in his hands and he gets vertical, he got that almost like the Martavis Bryant type situation. When he get north and south, it can turn into a track meet. So I do like that. But man, in terms of his combat catching, I think he did a good job with that. I like the consistency there. Definitely could see the toughness in him. Shout out to the Mountaineers, man. So you could definitely see that out there. It's with the receivers, you never know. Is he diva or does he got that physicality? Can he bark back and stuff like that? So it was impressive there. And I just think with his size, man, he does have some potential to him. Like he gives me the little bit of those T. Higgins type vibes when I watch how he runs with that rock and how he is when he's running his routes. So it's like, man, could he develop into that? That's the intriguing part. But if you're taking him at this part of the draft, man, this low risk, super high reward potentially right there. So I do like that part.
I like the T. Higgins. I see that.
Yeah, bro. You look at their frames, you look at how they run. I'm like, yo, it's very similar, man.
Mutants got to develop it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he was a good college player. I think he'll be a better pro than college player.
I can see that. I could definitely see that.
He'll be a better pro than college player.
I could definitely see that, man. All right. Then we get our third quarterback on the roster. We need one of them dudes. So you go Jaron Hall. Cool. In terms of accuracy, man, accurate enough, strong enough arm, a little bit undersized, not the crazy dual threat type of dude, but still a good player though. At this point, though, when you're talking about just getting the third quarterback in the room, I don't think it hurts whether it's a Jaron Hall, whether it's a Clayton Tune from Houston, I'm trying to think who else we got out here, man. Stetson Bennett, any of those type of dudes, man, I don't think it kills you right here. But the pick that I did like, if I'm taking a flyer in the 7th round, if I'm taking a flyer, this my dude right here, Brenton Strange, man. Give me the big athlete tight end. He looked like he could go.
Yeah.
He can't block, But if he catch that rock, man, he definitely give you something special right there, man. So
I like
he
it.
take a flyer on something late. I do like him as my late round flyer.
I like it. I think that late round quarterback pick, I think that's just the guy that you love. Like the guy that you had
Yeah.
good interviews with, the guy that you
Mm-hmm.
talked to. So,
We just
if you
feel good about it. I like his mind. I like where he's at. Yeah.
I want to have him in my building. So I
Yeah.
think you're looking for a winner. I really see that being like a Stetson. I keep
That's what
thinking,
I keep feeling too, bro.
yeah, I think that's the late round quarterback.
Hey, you know he had the best performance at the combine for quarterbacks.
No, I didn't hear that. Did you see the backflip?
I did see the backflip though, bro. I did. Your boy gave me the. It was a whole group of them flipping too, bro.
Yeah, it's playing
They
now.
bro, I say, bro, he got the receiver, the backup receiver,
If you're not hitting
the
the
dudes on the
backflip, what you
side,
doing?
everybody flipping down the field, man.
If you can flip, you gotta flip. It's part of the if you can flip, you gotta flip. And I like Strange, big guy, big guy. He probably can flip too.
Yeah,
Athlete.
yeah. AR had the second best quarterback performance at the combine, but Stetson definitely had
Yes,
the
that's it.
premier performance at the combine. I'm with
For
you on that.
sure.
Yeah,
But that was expected, That's a pro's pro. That was expected. He was gonna come out and look well. So
yeah,
I think if you can get that late, I think that's the guy. You
for
know,
sure.
he knows how to win. He's overcome a lot in college. I'd like to see that. But I think it's who you love. I think Jaren
Yeah.
Hall's a good player too. You know, so
So overall, how you liking this draft? Like you rocks with this mock right here from Jacob?
gave me a West Virginia guy. I didn't love.
Okay.
I said I think defense goes in the first round. I like this linebacker. I love this corner. I love
Yeah.
this corner. I love this safety. I love that he brought the West V guy in there, and I love this athletic. I like this late round. I like how he
Okay.
got.
Okay.
Like I like this late round. I didn't love his early round, but I like this late
Yeah.
round, and not just because of West Virginia guy. But I like this late round.
Hey, look, just to be messy before we put a bow on Jacob Ramirez mock, I gotta be messy. Did Travius lock down Bryce?
Did he lock down Bryce?
I need to know.
I don't think he traveled with Bryce.
I just had to ask.
Yeah, I don't think you gotta check the tape. Yeah, they both play well.
Fair enough. All right. Well, shout out to Jacob Ramirez, man.